This emergency is now well and truly into its fourth day.
More than 150 flood rescues in just the last few hours. Scores of evacuation orders declared in Sydney's west and northwest. More than 55,000 people affected.
The landscape is very saturated. Our dams are full. Our river channels are also full.
19,000 homes without power. For flood-exhausted residents in Windsor, heartache relived.
It's pretty grim.
Once again, we're inundated with water.
It's the third time this year.
Some people will wake up today simply saying, I can't go back, I cannot do this again.
The federal government declaring the floods a natural disaster, activating emergency funding in 23 local government areas.
They are uncapped payments, so they're demand-driven and they'll be available for anyone who qualifies.
The PM visiting flood-ravaged areas tomorrow.
There's been criticism over the international travel you've done. Have you managed to strike the right balance between overseas and domestic priorities?
For those people might like to say which of the events that I've attended on behalf of Australia that I shouldn't have attended. I have not had a day off for a very long period of time.
Meanwhile, the rain tracking north.
Whilst the rain is starting to ease across Sydney, the emergency is far from over.
A severe weather warning for the Hunter region downgraded, but
By tonight and into tomorrow, it will move up to the mid-north coast.
communities already devastated by consecutive floods facing a terrifying wait, and tens of thousands bracing themselves for the recovery effort that lies ahead.
I'm starting to realise what it feels like to have disaster fatigue.
And that's the thing, isn't it? It's just because it's happening again and again more frequently, but also such a short space of time that we are seeing these disasters enforced. And also it's gaining international recognition as well. People in the BBC, I believe in their news the other day, they were saying this comparison of Sydney over the weekend, 733 millimetres of rain fell. London's average annual rainfall, 615.
In a year?
In a year,
Right.
just to put that into perspective.
Hey, Aaron, you are based up in FNQ, Cairns.
Yep.
How well equipped are you there to cope with this level of rainfall? Because the conversation now is, can we live in these places? Can we cope with such heavy rain?
Well, look, Far North Queensland receives over 2,000 millimetres per annum. So I think, we're quite used to it. It's, what you're seeing here is we've missed out on our monsoonal season, and it seems to be all happening in New South Wales or northern New South Wales. But in terms of the infrastructure that we have in place, we've got the houses, we've got the drainage that can support that type of volume.
Better drains.
Better drains.
Better drains, better gutters.